So we've talked a lot, guys, on the YouTube channel about Gears of War and what the future could hold for this franchise, guys. And I'm incredibly excited and bullish for the future of Gears of War. Even though it's an exclusive to Xbox, even though we've had a shaky, past number of games, guys, right? Especially at launch. The launch of, Gears of War 4 to, obviously even Ultimate Edition. And then, of course, with Gears 5. There's been a shaky start. But at the same time, guys, that over time, the Coalition are absolutely working on this title on a consistent basis to make it better. And we got, guys, none other than a teaser for Operation 6 for Gears 5. And it was an image that shows an individual holding up COG tags, right, on Twitter. Now, I'm getting this from Shadows, guys, who is pretty much one of the biggest insiders and content creators for Gears of War. And he tweeted out saying Operation 6 teaser in Gears 5. Now, I went ahead, guys, on my Twitter account, and I tweeted back to him, and I said, hashtag Gears 6 announcement soon. And because I wasn't necessarily talking about the image in particular, but I was just saying, do we think there's going to be a Gears of War 6 or Gears 6 announcement coming at some point this year? Well, he tweeted back to me, said, nah, man, a long time before that. It's just a teaser for the upcoming Gears 5 Operation 6 content season. And like I said, I wasn't really necessarily talking about the image. I was just saying, could we essentially be seeing an announcement soon for Gears 6? And so I said, do you think the Gears 6 announcement is this year? And he tweeted back to me saying, being truthfully realistic, there could be the smallest teaser to acknowledge it's in development at E3 2021. My best guess, though, would be an official first look reveal trailer next year, with Gears 6 releasing in 2023 at the earliest. And I told him, you might be spot on there, man. So, I think there's a chance that he is spot on with it being released in 2023. We might get something later this year or sometime in 2022. To me, though, guys, Gear 6 is obviously being worked on. We know that it's been confirmed from the Coalition studio head, of course, Rod Ferguson, who's now departed to work on Diablo over at Blizzard, but we know that Gear 6 and Gear 7, as well as a Gears of War movie, are all confirmed. So we know that these games are coming. And so when we saw the teaser for Operation 6, Gears of War's official Twitter account, they went ahead and they said, honor the heroes of Gears, Operation 6 is coming. And sure enough, guys, the image is one of an individual holding those COG tags, but it is of course, a lot of people were thinking, is this going to be a Gears of War 2 remaster? Is it going to be, what is it going to be exactly? And we see that it's Hoffman, of course, holding those COG tags, and it's Operation 6 is coming, guys. We don't know exactly when. What's very interesting, though, guys, is on Gears of War's official Twitter account, they also, when they posted that teaser, they replied to that teaser image, guys, of Operation 6, because it doesn't say Operation 6, so people were running with it saying, oh, is it Gears of War 2 Remaster? Is it Gears 6? What is this? And Gears of War, the official Twitter account, did go ahead and they responded to that saying, we love the enthusiasm, but we are all hashtag Gears 5 up over here. So what that means, guys, is that Gears 6 is not something that's coming yet. We could get a reveal for it at some point. Gears of War 2 Remaster is something that might come later on in the future, but Gears of War and those over at the Coalition are working exclusively right now on Gears 5, and probably at least the, kind of getting everything started slowly but surely for Gears 6. So, to me, guys, I think what this really brings up is, what does this mean exactly for the future of Gears of War with Operation 6. I think it's great, guys, for Gears 5. I think it's great that we're getting another operation. I think that this is something that, is going to be, it could be something really special. We don't really know much about it yet, but nonetheless, from the images that we're seeing, And I'm sure we're going to be hearing more and more as time comes for Gears in Operation 6 in Gears 5. I'm very excited about it, to say the least. What this could mean for the future, though, of Gears of War 2 as far as a remaster, I know a lot of people want that. People really want the Phoenix collection, which would be Gears 1 through 3 as a collection. I've stated that I had real problems with that happening before Gear 6 coming out, which you guys can check out that that video and all my Gears of War content here on the YouTube channel. But Operation 6 is probably going to be something it could be something really special. Let's hope that there's a lot of, updates and things of that nature that come to the game, new things that you're able to unlock and things of that nature. But I'm excited about it. I'm going to turn it over to Luxkey, though. Luxkey, I know you're not very familiar with Gears of War, but just in general, when it comes to, titles and, just video games in general, what are your thoughts on different titles out there, staying on, on a single title for a long stretch of time versus games and franchises out there that bring out, sequels and such more regularly? Say, for example, you have Call of Duty that comes out every single year. And then I know we talked in the last segment of the show, we talked about Minecraft and how we haven't gotten a sequel to Minecraft. What do you think about that? Like, do you like having different, franchises out there that kind of work differently? When do you think is the right time for franchises to move on to another title? What do you think about that?
I think you give every game like a few years and then like bring in more people, and then sooner or later they'll want another one. I think you wait till that time and then you announce the year after that. So I would say 2022 announce it's coming out, and maybe like get into development, start all of that, and then make another one in 2023. Like, announce another one in 2022, but then make it like fully release it and send it out in 2023 for people to buy. Personally, I wish I could play it because obviously you've been talking to me about it, and it sounds good. Obviously, being a PlayStation player, I can't. I would like to see it like on PS4 or something like that in the future, but at the meantime, I don't think it ever will. So I might have to just get an Xbox to see what it's like.
Yeah, or PC. You can get it on Windows PC obviously as well. There's that. I recommend anyone who's ever has heard of Gears of War, or but isn't able to play it on Xbox or what have you. I definitely recommend checking it out. It's definitely a game, in my opinion, that is certainly worth it. Alone is worth getting the Xbox. But I also think that what Microsoft is doing with the Xbox, just as of late, and for full disclosure, guys, I have all the consoles. I've got Xbox, PlayStation, and the Nintendo Switch, as well as PC. But I think that what Xbox is doing so well, and Microsoft over there, they have a lot of exclusives, but on top of all of that, they've got Xbox Game Pass, which is basically the Netflix of gaming. It's this idea where they have all these exclusive titles, you pay a subscription fee, and you're able to play all of those games, for free or with the subscription. And I think that is the future, right? And then, of course, Xbox buying out Bethesda, Bethesda, the makers of Elder Scrolls, the makers of Doom, the makers of all these different titles that are coming out, they bought them out. And so what does that mean now? That means that those titles are most likely going to be exclusives to the Xbox. And that includes Fallout. That includes a bunch of titles that Bethesda has and holds. And so I think there's more reasons than ever to get into Xbox, or at least have an Xbox as well as a PlayStation. I think that PlayStation is great, has some great exclusives, but I think that Xbox does a better job of having titles that are full packages. Games that have multiplayer, have co-op, and a single-player story. I think having those full packages really gives you more reason to pay the $60 price tag. And sure, there's a lot of games that are out there that are, free to play, and we know that. But, one of my favorite games of all time happens to be on the PlayStation, that being The Last of Us. It's one of my favorite franchises, guys. But The Last of Us Part 2, we're still waiting for the multiplayer experience, and it's been a long time since the launch of that game. That's a problem to me. And, we've talked about that. And I just think that Xbox and what Gears of War is trying to do, even though there's been so much backlash to the coalition on every little thing that they do, because that's just the way that the Gears of War community is, they still are churning out content for us. They're churning out stuff for us to do, operations, and even obviously there was a photo that was released, guys, that shows what each of the studios is working on over at Xbox. And the Coalition is working on the Perfect Dark reboot, as helping out with it, I should say, as well as Gear 6. So they're working on Gear 6, and they're working on helping out the Perfect Dark reboot, and they're also helping to continue building Gears 5. So it's awesome, guys. Like I said, I'm very bullish on the future for Gears of War esports. I'm very excited about it. But I want to know from you guys in the comment section down below, when do you think we should get a Gear 6 teaser or announcement, or something of that nature, a teaser trailer of it? Do you think we should get it this year, next year? When do you guys think? If you ask me, I would love to see at least just a teaser this year, and then full gameplay and things of that nature in 2022. The release comes out in 2023. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. And for more Gears of War content and videos, stay here with Zero TV.